when you ask multiple artists why they haven't taken off, they will say many things. The fans don't listen anymore. Social media is very, very long. The music game is oversaturated and rigged. But in reality, it all falls down underneath one category: excuses. We've been trained to blame everything and everyone else other than ourselves on why our business isn't actually taking off within the music game. And on this channel, I'm Okiki Beats. I have over 7 years experience within the music game. We react to music business, music marketing, and everything music related. And I share insights on multiple ways that artists can make it in 2025 beyond. Now, in case you guys don't believe me, we've got a platinum and Grammy award-winning writer talking about his opinion on what exactly is going on in the music game.
Let me tell you how real it is. We could do an experiment. We could release it the next day. Tomorrow, let's record 5 songs and we can release them the next day.
Right.
And by the way, bad, good, or whatever, they're on the same app and same streaming services as the biggest artists in the world. You, are, my friend, are now competing with Beyonce for the same slot. And now with all the things, you got streaming, you got Twitch, you got all these things, and now people have so many distractions. Back then, you would go to the store, you would spend $17.99, $18.99. You bought a CD, you spent money, you got a physical product, and you went back home, you pulled up plastic, and you was like, I have to listen to it. Now you're like, I'm gonna get to it when I get to it, and now music is background music. It's more, you're selling more than you ever sold before. And people.
So the first thing we've got to realize is that the music game and the landscape has completely changed. We're not in the era where people will be spending their hard-earned money going to maybe a CD shop in order for them to get a CD. And because they've spent that money, they've taken that trip, they cherish the music. Music has gone from a luxury into now a commodity, background music, as he's actually saying. And I know it sounds sad because music is your baby, it's your heart, it's your art, it's your expression, so on and so forth. But until you realize this and actually start to operate as if though, you understand that you're pushing some sort of product out there for your market, you will continue to be too sensitive and emotional within this game. Thanks to streaming platforms, whether you like them or whether you dislike them, that's probably a whole nother video that I have to actually make. We got to realize that everyone's now fighting for the same spot and the same attention. We are now in an attention economy. So you got platforms like social media, whether that's TikTok, your Snapchats, your Instagrams, etc., fighting and creating algorithms specifically dedicated to hijack your brain and hijack your attention. You also got the pressures of being an artist, which was always a long thing anyways. You had to go and do press shoots. You had to always dress the part. You always had to stay on top of trends, so on and so forth. And like I mentioned, consumer behaviors completely changed. People are not digesting music in the same way they used to. So if you don't have this as a foundation in your brain and in your mentality when you're going into the studio and creating music, when you're pushing it out, then you have already lost completely. But let's carry on.
Realize that. Everybody in the music business, I always say, you know what? Y'all don't realize y'all at work. People in the music business, oh man, we could smoke weed, we could drink liquor, there's girls in the studio. It's just like, we get around to it, we'll do whatever. Hey, I made a song today, I like it, it's cool. Ha ha. You forgot this was your job. I feel you. You don't realize that this is how you pay your bills, this is how you're gonna put your kid through college, this is how you're gonna take care of your mama, this is how you're gonna get your mama out the hood. See, sports players do. They get up at 4 or 5 a.m. and they go and they work out and they shoot and they do this.
Yeah.
See, most writers, producers, they don't realize that. They're like, hey, man, dim the lights. Hey, I need the vibe. And I'm like, bro, you at work. You need to keep your job because all you...
Hey, nah, he's funny still. But the thing is, what he's saying is fact. I understand that in the creative scene, some people like to enjoy their vices. Maybe you have a little smoke. You have a little liquor there. If there's ladies in the studio, it gets a bit lit. We've all had them sessions. I can't lie to you. But in saying that, bro, we're at work, man. We're at work. Like, I remember coming into the game, and one thing that people would actually notice about me is that whenever it came to obviously us having a bit of fun and, partying and in the session, of course, have fun, banter, whatever the hot topic is, let's have a bit of a chit chat. But when it's now time for the recording process, ask anyone that's worked with me. I've literally kicked people out of the studio booth so that we can actually get the recording done. I've told some dangerous people, like, look, your artist and your friend is trying to record. My brother, I beg you, keep it quiet. And as an engineer and producer or a songwriter, you need to be willing to do this, to understand the ability to switch on and off between, okay, now it's time to have a joke and a party, because the creative game is fun, you're creating music, you're meeting famous people, you're around the world, all this good stuff. But it's your job, bro. Like, it's your job. You got to realize that it's one of the most competitive games in the entire market. If you are not out here treating it seriously, making sure that whilst you're in the studio, you're creating a hit and you're actually delivering whatever you can deliver, then bro, you've already missed road. And I think one of the biggest things that I always try to get my artists and people I work with to understand is that it comes down to mindset. Now, I don't want to make this a self-improvement channel or anything like that, but if you're not developing your mindset and developing everything that's going on within here, you can't approach life, not even the game, not even the music business. You can't approach life the way you need to. When you got people around you that are in this game to make sure that, look, they're getting all the cuts, that they're winning, that they're going to be the top and the greatest and etc. And you're over here just dilly-dallying saying, oh yeah, my talent is enough to get me there. It's never been the case back then. It won't be the case right now, and it will never be the case in the future. If you're not willing to have the mentality of understanding that, look, not only do I need to master my craft, but I need to operate as if I'm an athlete within this game. With modern athletes or athletes all around, like, they understand that, look, they've been graced an opportunity to finally make it to that final percentage of people that actually make it and make the money and da-da-da-da. What do? They wake up early, maybe 5 or 4 in the morning. They go to the gym. They get their reps in. All of a sudden, after they, have their food, etc., then they go to the actual gym with everyone else. There's a reason why they are separate from a lot of people. Then even when you go into that field and you actually start seeing people within the field, you then start to separate people from who's who. Yes, being a basketball player or athlete just in general is hard enough. Then you got some greats like Kobe. Kobe, while he was alive, may his soul rest in peace, while he was alive, he would talk about the fact that, look, by the time that his teammates would have had like 2 practices, he probably would have had like maybe 4 or 5. Because he wakes up, the first thing he's doing is training. He's going to the training with all of these lot inside the actual hours you're supposed to be doing your basketball training, so on and so forth. Next thing you know, he'll stay longer than everyone else as well. So whilst everyone else is getting maybe 2 or 3 training sessions in a day, he's out here getting ×2, if not ×3 more than every single person. Now, guess what happens? The compound effect. It keeps on compounding up until a point where just before he passed, that guy was one of the greatest to ever do it. If you ask the greatest in the game, what separates you? Sometimes they don't even know, other than the fact that, look, I'm not in this game to play. I don't treat this as a hobby. I treat this as my lifestyle, bro. Like, the way they approach it is like, you have to respect what they're saying. I'm in the studio because I need to make the music that's gonna take me out of the hood. It's gonna take my family out of the hood. If you're not from the hood and them type of environments, I know I got some commercial guys as well that listen. Cool, I wanna make a song that's gonna be able to hit the radio placements because I'm so passionate about music and I want millions of people to hear me. There needs to be a reason that pushes you past the fact of, oh yeah, it's a vibe, I like this, and there's a creative expression, like the whole, nah, man, get up and get on your S, bro. Get on your shit, bro. Do you get it?
What I'm do is have a half a hit, somewhat of a hit, 5-10 years later, guess what you're gonna be telling me? Oh man, music ain't for me, bro. I'm doing real estate, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Bro, I don't mean no disrespect, but when I hear people tell me that, that's just a sign of we didn't make it.
Or blame it on gatekeeping. Or
oh, yeah. Oh, man, somebody didn't do that. You forgot you was at work. You want to know what my thing is? I'm the Chick-fil-A of the music business. I know I'm in the service business. I know when I walk in the room that when I see Beyonce, it ain't about T-Ron. Tell you a true story. I love my manager, Ray. He's amazing. I was in the car driving and I called him. I said, bro, don't respect me. I'm dope. They don't be respect me. They don't be calling me that. I'm going crazy. And he let me rant for 20 minutes. He didn't talk. He said, are you finished? I said, yeah. What's up? Turn on the radio. What? Turn on the radio. What song is playing? I with Gucci. I with Pele at the same. I never forget. He said, is it a hit? Yep. Did you write it? Then nah. I said, well, shut the fuck up. The music business don't need you. You need it. And everybody gets up thinking that they're more important than everybody else. And I'm the one person saying, hold on, I'm not that important. I want to keep my job. What I need to do to stay here?
Mindset, bro. Mindset, bro. Oh, my days, bro. Oh, my days. This is what separates the greats from all the rest of us. We're on a vibe of like, oh, yeah, I hope I make it. These guys are on a vibe of like, no, I'm going to make it. And how I'm going to make it is not because I'm entitled. It's because I'm going to work my ass off and make sure that I make it. Like, bro, his manager said to him, like, he allowed the artist to vent. He allowed the artist to vent, or the writer to vent, yeah? Then he said to him, this is Ray Daniels, by the way, talking to Fear and Thomas. He says to him, did you write it? No. That means the music business does not need you, you need it. Let's say, for example, 'cause I'm an executive producer, right? When I speak to certain artists and they're not willing to even take constructive criticism, I automatically know they're not going to make it, bro. Every single artist I've worked with that has actually made it or got like a big smash hit, when you're in the creative process with them, not only do they have the mindset, but they're open to working. I've worked with commercial writers, people that have, you know, maybe Grammy nominations or platinums, or I've even worked with a diamond producer, bro. It's crazy. When I'm in with the best of the best, bro, everyone understands that at the end of the day, we're all showing up to this workplace and we're making sure that we're doing our best of today. I don't care what I did before. I don't care what I've done 10 years ago. I don't care what I've even done yesterday. Today, we're all on the same level and we're all adding value to the song or whatever we're basically creating. Then I'll now speak to some other artists. Bro or sis, I don't really feel like, this is me being honest, I don't really feel like your song is there. I feel like there's a bit of work that we need to do. Let's get in the studio and make some more music and just keep on pushing, because I believe that they have more talent and they have more ability to push. All of a sudden, they'll be like, I don't really think so, bro. Nah, man, I like it, man. I feel like you're hating, bro. What? What in the world? Hey! What? When an artist says that to me, I automatically know they're not going to make it. And I automatically know that me personally, I've taken them from the artists I respect and artists I believe have long growth potential into becoming a short-term artist in my head. Do you get it? And every producer, every engineer will tell you that. Every songwriter will tell you that. Do you get it? So whether you're a producer, songwriter, artist, creative manager, anyone's watching these videos because I post daily, right? Firstly, I appreciate you watching the video to the end. Outside of that, please guys, we need to adapt this mindset of, look, this isn't a hobby. This is a business. This is a lifestyle. We need to make sure that we're delivering the best of the best of the best of the best of the best that we actually can. And as a result, we're going to be able to actually enjoy the fruits of our labor in the future. Without ado, or further ado rather, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I appreciate you guys looking in.